Hello, this is Pika's Plays. We are playing Wytchwood. I have a nice warm cup of tea with me because it's been a long day. So you'll hear me sipping that every so often. Anywho, I need to craft an avian lexicon to translate the owl. Okay, what does that require? A bunch of these. Some of these, one of these. Okay, 2 red feathers. 2 blue feathers. Which means I need to go to the mountain and to the forest and catch 2 birds each. And then I need a mimic's toe, which requires this. Which means I need to go to the graveyard. Okay, many places to be. I'm gonna go to the mountain first. Get that out of the way. Oh, we are doing the wolf quest. Just gonna stand here. Got 1. Got 2. Nice. And then to the forest. For purposes of accurate movement, I'm using the portals. Okay, bluebirds. Squirrel. Okay. And now a mimic's toe requires a visit to the graveyard. To the graveyard we go. I need to get a skull. No. Ah, it's that one. This guy. Spirit salts. Grimoire. Unveiling powder. Spirit salts. Got it. Okay. Now for the mimic toe. Mimic's toe is village or the market. I think the village is probably a little less difficult to figure out where a mimic could be. Is that a mimic? That is a chest. Mimic. Ooh, there's one over here. I remember that. Unlock. And now chop it. What's a gold? Snip snip. What is that? Oh. And a shiny stone too. Okay. I think I should be able to craft what I need to craft now. Stuffed brew. Avian lexicon. Aye. Okay, time to go back to the forest. The dark forest, which is in the swamp. Shortcut this way. And a sip of tea. There's something about tea that just nestles so nicely in your tummy. Tea and wait, coffee not so much, tea more so. Yes, but coffee is delicious too. Translate owl? Hoot? Hoot hoot. You wave your linguistic scroll at the owl, magical quill at the ready. Well, speak up. Hoo 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 hoo. This quill scribbles across the parchment on its own accord, translating the owl's hoots into something more understandable. Walk warily, naive neighbor. Exploration seldom escapes notice. What does that even mean? I thought owls were supposed to be wise. West, west, north, north, east, south. Oh. West is this way. West. West. Wait. Was there a north there? Yes. West, west, north. Drat. I'll need to find a path. Are those cardinal directions hidden in the owl's riddle? Yes. Yes, that's what I thought. North, south, east, west. 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 Okay, north. North. East. South. East. North. Ah, that must be the wolf's cabin up ahead. He's expecting Little Red to come a knockin', so I need to use the puppet to lure him into Huntsman's ambush. Okay. Place. You puppet the red-hooded doll to the door of the wolf's rickety cabinet. An evil light glows from within, casting eerie shadows on the ground. You lift the puppet's head to peep through the window, spotting chewed bones and torn rags littering the floor, but no sign of the wolf. Suddenly, Yellow's eyes stab out of the shadows. There you are, my delectable little pork chop. I was beginning to think you had forgotten about me. Through the strings of the puppet, a chill runs down your spine as your animal instincts can't help but scream one thing. Run. Preferring to hunt under the cover of darkness, the wolf pauses to sniff out a glimmering wisp. You'll need to use these wisps to your advantage if you hope to outrun the wolf. Oh no! Oh no. The wolf's claws close around the puppet as he opens his jaws wide to swallow it whole. Before he can snatch up the doll in its teeth, you yank its invisible strings, pulling the puppet out of his grasp and back to your hiding spot. Drat, I'll need to start over again. He's fast, but the wisp light might be enough to distract him. Nice. Following the wisp lights. Oh, I had no idea I had to look out for these. Move. Keep going. Ooh. Ah! So close. He's so close. At your command, the puppet comes to a halt at the center of a moonlit clearing. The wolf bursts out of the shadows, gripped by ferocious rage. Aha! There's no place left to hide, little piggy. You're mine! All mine! Baring his fangs, the wolf pounces into the air with tremendous force. The sound of thunderous roars. Loud thunder roars loudly from across the clearing. Crows scatter into the night air, and the dark wood falls silent. Blinking in disbelief, the wolf staggers to a stop. Glances down at his chest, where a crimson spot blossoms out onto his vest. The huntsman reveals himself from the bushes, holding his smoking weapon anxiously. You shot me. The beast crashes to the ground, exhaling his final breath. His glassy eyes transfix on the full moon high above. Hesitantly, the huntsman boggles at the wolf before a triumphant grin crosses his face. I did it! I actually did it! I defeated the wolf! Don't forget that you had some help, kid. This villain won't hunt any longer, and that's what really matters. As the huntsman strikes a courageous pose atop his trophy, something pearly white falls from the wolf's mouth. You pick up the glistening fang broken by the wolf's fall. From deep inside the bloody tooth, you can faintly hear the whimpering of a dog, the soul of a wolf. The souls of the stage hawk, hogs, and wolf rattle inside your pack like angry insects. That's the last of these villains. Now it's time to put an end to this wretched business with the goat. Very nice. Return to the goat in the shrine. Time to use my return home. Time to go home. Shall I? Yes, of course. Heartseed. Black home. I wonder, and I suspect you all already know, who this little lady in the coffin really, well, in that area really is. It might be this witch after all. Return to the goat in the shrine. The goat paws the floor with a cloven hoof. You've returned. I was beginning to grow impatient. I wouldn't have thought patience to be one of your strong suits, but don't fret. I have brought you the last of your souls. Delicious, are they not? You know what to do. Shrine awaits an offering, the golden feather. Shimmering sensations of the hawk watch over you. The nib of a quill scratching on parchment. Coins clinking. The sharp snap of a closing padlock. Greasy gristle. Your eyes water at the smell of the hogs. Grunting swine and buzzing flies. A cleaver falls into a wooden block. Blood, bone, meat. Royal crystal. A chill runs through your fingers as the stag sockets into the wall. Condescending laughter schemes in the snow. Pride, arrogance, hubris. The final offering is the wolf's fang. Your mind sinks into shadow in the presence of the wolf, soft footfalls padding through dried leaves, hot breath, big eyes, sharp teeth. The collected souls vibrate with incandescent intensity. They seem to melt into the recesses, boiling away into tiny pinpricks of starlight. Soon nothing remains of them except 12 smoldering scorch marks on the stone wall. Ah, well done. That's that. Our contract is filled. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Hang on. What about your end of the deal? You said you would return my memories to me. Did I? Well, perhaps I misspoke. You never really had any to begin with, my dear. What are you talking about? I just don't remember them. I woke up and met me? That sounds about right for your very first memory. What? But you told me I brought this sleeping maiden to you, that I asked you to save her soul. Oh, what I meant to say is, she came to me. She asked me to save her own soul. But it's so very easily to get confused. You? Her? Really, what's the difference? Dawning realization creeps over you like ice water. Her life was cut short, whether by the wolf's fangs or the hog's cleaver, or under the weight of a dozen other wrongs, I do not know. But in desperation she called out to me, and so we struck a deal. I would save her soul in exchange for theirs. 1 for 12. But it's not like I could let her go and collect them herself. She needed to stay here, you see, as insurance. So what then? You created me, is that it? To collect those souls on her behalf? Well, I should say that she created you. Snipped off a piece of herself to do it. It was all worked out in the contract, of course. And now that the contract is fulfilled, panned out nicely for everyone, I'd say. If you, by which I mean she, ever need to get out of another bind, don't hesitate to give me a shout. Ta-ta for now. The room fills with a flash of blinding night light. You blink, and the goat is gone, leaving only a goat-shaped hole in the world. Oh. Slowly, you turn to face the sleeping maiden. You feel sluggish and heavy. You take a strained step towards the gilded coffin. Your legs snap like dry twigs, and you crumple to the floor. The cauldron is the last to fall. It resounds with a hollow clang as it bounces off the ground. Her head's a cauldron! What? You slowly open your eyes and see the vaulted ceiling of the hall. You raise your hand to touch the clear crystal surface of the gilded casket. The glass lid slides open effortlessly as you swing your legs to sit up. The marble floor is smooth and cold under your bare feet. You stoop down to pick up the familiar metal cauldron. Slowly, memories come back at its touch. Was it her eyes? Oh, that's it. You've noticed, all the little stories, they were like nursery rhymes, or like, like the three pigs, big bad wolf. I don't know what the raven was supposed to be, but I guess thievery? I don't know all these things. I don't know all of these children's stories. But anywho, thank you so much for joining me on this game. If you can figure out which of the stories each of the villains were, please comment below. I really do appreciate that. I would like to figure it out myself, but I don't trust myself to remember. Anywho's, thank you for joining me. This is Picasso Place. I'll be signing off for now. Please like and subscribe. There will be more to come. Of like or different. Yeah. Ta-ta. Or, as I usually say, toodaloo.